From the sun-warmed porches of her Nashville sanctuary, where the Cumberland River whispers secrets to the willows, Dolly Parton extended her indomitable spirit across oceans and ether to claim a crown long deserved. At 79, the country music doyenne whose voice has crooned lullabies to generations, accepted her inaugural Academy Award not amid the flashbulbs of Hollywood's Dolby Theater, but through the intimate lens of a video message recorded in the heart of her Tennessee home. The 16th Governor's Awards, a glittering prelude to Oscar season's frenzy, bestowed upon her the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award, an honor recognizing lifetimes of charitable alchemy, where glitter-dusted dreams transmute into tangible lifelines for the marginalized. Parton, clad in a golden top that evoked the statuette's gleam, stood beside the Oscar like an old friend reunited, her signature bouffant a halo of defiance against time's gentle erosion. The virtual acceptance was no concession to age or ailment, it was a deliberate choice, born of her recent relocation to Nashville for treatments that had sparked a chorus of concern among admirers worldwide. Her speech, delivered with the warmth of a front porch yarn, unfurled like a hymn to humility's harvest. "I grew up in a house with 12 kids," she began, her blue eyes twinkling with memories etched in Appalachian soil, "and we didn't have a lot, but what we had, we shared. My mama and daddy showed me that giving doesn't empty your pockets. It fills your soul with blessings you can't buy." The words landed like rain on parched earth, resonating in a room filled with luminaries who chased accolades in boardrooms and ballrooms. Parton, an 11-time Grammy Titan whose shelf groans under the weight of Country Music Association trophies, demurred with characteristic grace. "It's an honor just to be in the room where it happens," as my friend Lin-Manuel would say. "But this motivates me to dream up new ways to lift folks up, to turn Jolene heartaches into coat drives and bookmobiles." Her laughter, a cascade of silver bells, punctured the formality, reminding all that humanity's award wasn't for perfection, but for persistence. She closed with a heartfelt bow, "Thank you, Academy, from the bottom of this big old country heart." The Governor's Awards evening, held under chandeliers that dripped like molten gold, buzzed with tributes that painted Parton's legacy in vivid strokes. Clips rolled of her imagination library, which had dispatched over 200 million books to children in low-income homes, each volume a seed of literacy sown in fertile minds. Voices from recipients, wide-eyed kids clutching the little engine that could, educators crediting her programs for literacy leaps, interwove with performances of her hits, reimagined by rising stars. Yet beneath the celebration lurked a narrative of resilience, as Parton's health odyssey had cast a pall earlier that fall. Her sister's public plea for prayers, coupled with the abrupt cancellation of her Las Vegas residency, a glittering array of sequins and stories slated for the baking strip, had sent shockwaves through fan forums and headlines. Whispers of frailty clashed with her image as an unkillable force, the woman who joked about outliving her own myths. Parton addressed the elephant with candor in an October Instagram video, her face framed by the soft light of her home office, where guitars leaned like sentinels and family photos chronicled decades of triumphs. "Y'all, I've been a bit under the weather," she admitted, her drawl wrapping worry and reassurance, "but let's set the record straight, I'm not dying. My darling Carl, bless his soul, his health took a turn this summer and when he passed, it hit me like a freight train. I let my own checkups slide to be by his side, pouring every ounce into those last days." Carl Dean, her husband of 57 years, the quiet anchor to her whirlwind, had slipped away in July, leaving a void that echoed through her songs and silences. Their love, a private waltz amid public spotlights, was the stuff of ballads, a chance meeting at a laundromat blooming into vows exchanged under a wishing well. His decline, marked by the frailties of 82 years, had pulled Parton from stages to sickbeds, her residency axed not from her ailment, but from the gravitational pull of grief. "But honey," she continued, a sparkle returning to her eye, "a few treatments and some good Tennessee rest and Dolly's back in the saddle. I've got doctors on speed dial and a faith that could move mountains, or at least get me through a double knee replacement." The update was quintessential Parton, transparent yet triumphant, laced with humor that disarmed dread. She detailed her regimen, gentle yoga in her garden, where butterflies danced like confetti, nutritionists crafting meals that honored her southern roots without the grease, and therapy sessions where she unpacked widowhood's weight. "Losing Carl was like losing half my harmony," she mused, "but I've got a lifetime of melodies to carry on. And this Oscar? It's like he's whispering, 'Keep singing, dolls.'" Fans who'd flooded her mentions with #PrayForDolly campaigns, exhaled in relief, their replies a torrent of love. Recipes for her famed cornbread, virtual hugs from Dolly Parton impersonators, covers of "I Will Always Love You," uploaded in teary solidarity. This health interlude, far from dimming her aura, amplified Parton's humanitarian halo. The Jean Hersholt Award, named for the Academy's pioneering philanthropist, fit her like a rhinestone glove. Her oeuvre of giving spanned decades. The Dollywood Foundation's flood relief in East Tennessee, where she'd helicoptered supplies post-2016 deluges, partnerships with vaccines.org during COVID, her twangy PSAs urging jabs with, "Get your shot, or I'll sing 9 to 5, off-key." An endless advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights, her "God loves you and so do I" mantra, a queer gospel. Accepting virtually from Nashville, the city she'd fled LA for, seeking soil that remembered her roots, Parton underscored her ethos. Glamour as a tool for good, not an end in itself. "Hollywood's got its shine," she quipped in the video, "but home's where the heart, and the hot chicken, is." As the governor's feet cut to applause, Parton's message lingered, a blueprint for graceful aging in an industry that discards women like yesterday's sheet music. Her treatments, she revealed, included innovative stem cell therapies and mindfulness retreats, blending science with spirit. "I've got more stories than a novelist and more grit than a coal miner," she declared, "and this award's just fuel for the fire." Tributes poured in from peers, Beyoncé posting a Cowboy Carter clip with Andy Doll's "Your Light Guides Us," Kenny Rogers' estate sharing archival duets, even rivals like Miranda Lambert lauding her as the blueprint. For fans, the update was cathartic, a reminder that icons bleed, grieve, heal, and rise. Parton's Oscar wasn't a finale, it was an intermission, promising encores of song, service, and that unbreakable Parton pluck. In Nashville's embrace, as fireflies blinked like distant stars, she stood taller, statuette in hand, ready to pen the next chapter.